As you may know, May is Small Business Month. And as we continue to examine business insurance, it is important to understand that most small business owners think their business insurance has them fully covered. The problem is, major coverage gaps are often exposed only after a liability claim hits. Here's the truth. General liability and professional liability insurance may sound similar, but they protect your business in completely different ways. And if you don't understand the difference between general versus professional liability coverage, you could be one lawsuit away from paying out of pocket. I've seen business owners lose contracts, pay legal fees, and damage their reputation, all because they thought they had the right liability insurance in place. Stay with me until the end, because I'm going to break down general versus professional liability in plain English so you'll know exactly what business insurance coverage you need, either one or both. So let's get started. Let's start with the foundation of business insurance, which is general liability. General liability insurance protects your business from third-party claims involving bodily injury, property damage, and personal injury. This is the most common and most important type of insurance coverage for small businesses. Why? Because in many cases, it's the baseline requirement for contracts, leases, and vendor agreements. For example, a customer slips and falls at your business location. Your employee damages a client's property during a job. A claim of slander, libel, or advertising injury is made against your business. In short, general liability insurance is designed to protect your business from physical risk tied to your operations, like accidents, injuries, and property damage. Now that we've covered physical risk, let's shift to something just as important, your professional risk. Professional liability insurance, also known as Errors and Omissions, E&O insurance, protects your business from claims related to your services, advice, or expertise. This type of liability insurance is critical for service-based businesses, consultants, contractors, and professionals. As an aside, I myself as an insurance agent carry this type of insurance, which is mandatory in my field, which could be the case for you too. But first, keep in mind, this coverage is not about accidents. It's about possible financial harm caused by your work. For example, a consultant advice results in a financial loss. An accountant makes a filing error. A real estate agent misses a contract detail. A service provider fails to deliver expected results. Here's the kicker. Even if you did nothing wrong, you can still be sued, and defending that claim can be expensive. This is where professional liability insurance helps cover legal defense costs, settlements, and claims tied to errors, omissions, or negligence. In the end, the key takeaway is that professional liability insurance protects your business from financial loss tied to your services or advice. As an FYI, I also did a standalone video on professional liability, where I go into more detail. I'll post a link to that video in the description section. So click that link and check out that video as well. Now let's put general liability versus professional liability side by side so it becomes crystal clear. Here's the simplest breakdown. First, general liability insurance is used for physical injury or property damage. And second, professional liability insurance is used for financial loss from your services or advice. Let me make it even clearer. If someone gets hurt at your business, that's general liability insurance. If someone claims your work caused them financial harm, that's professional liability insurance. Both can involve lawsuits, but the source of the risk are completely different. And here's a mistake I see all the time. Many business owners believe general liability insurance covers everything. Guess what? It does not. For today's content, I just need you to understand how general liability versus professional liability help eliminate costly business insurance gaps. Now, allow me to show you how this plays out in a real-world business insurance scenario. I worked with a small business owner who had general liability insurance, but no professional liability coverage. In the performance of work, a client claimed his services caused financial loss and filed a lawsuit. His general liability insurance did not respond. He had to pay legal fees out of pocket, which impacted his cash flow and slowed down his business. Now let's flip that. Another business owner had both general liability and professional liability insurance in place. When a similar claim came in, his professional liability policy covered the legal defense and handled the claim. He stayed in business and kept operations moving. Same risk, completely different outcome. As a business owner, what you need to realize is the right business insurance coverage protects your money and your ability to operate. The question now becomes, what type of liability insurance does my business actually need? We'll start here. You will likely need general liability insurance if you have customers, clients, or foot traffic. You work on job sites or client property. You operate a storefront, office, or physical location. Basically have a business, period, with any type of legitimacy. Let's move over to professional liability. You will likely need it if you provide advice, consulting, or services. Your work impacts the client's financial outcome. You operate in a contract-based business. And here's the key insight. Not all small businesses will need both general liability and professional liability insurance. But here's the flip side. Most business will require both. The only caveat is you must have general liability coverage at a minimum for your business. Now, here's a quick business insurance check that may help you choose the right coverage. Ask yourself, does my business face physical risk, financial risk, or both? Will my current liability insurance cover a lawsuit today? Do my policies match how my business actually operates? If you're not completely sure, that's where the risk is. Because most coverage gaps are discovered during a claim, not before. Reviewing your business insurance now helps prevent costly surprises later. See, most business owners think general liability and professional liability insurance are not interchangeable. They actually work together. One protects your business from physical accidents. The other protects your business from professional mistakes. When both are in place, you're protecting your business from both sides of liability. Now, if this content was helpful, place a thumbs up in the comment section. This really helps with engagement and assists with pushing out this video to others. Also, word of mouth is good too. So please share this content with someone who may benefit from this topic. Then check out my video library. I have information on home, auto, business, specialty insurance, and retirement. With all this being said, subscribe to my channel and help me get to 1,000 subscribers. But don't stop here. Check out my next video on your left for more insurance and financial tips. And as I like to say, call Jay today.